Take your time, no pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah. I literally cried. I was like, oh my gosh. Tears came down my cheeks. I was like, oh, I've never felt this way before.
These are the 10 heartbreaking Mr.Beast moments. And first, this little fan of Mr.Beast was struggling with cancer. And what Mr.Beast did for her is truly heartwarming.
Who's your favorite celebrity?
Mr.Beast.
What do you love about Mr.Beast?
He gives a lot of things to people and he's really nice.
When a guy told Jimmy about this innocent little girl with cancer, Mr.Beast was absolutely heartbroken. He decided to make her biggest dream come true, which was to start a clothing company. And here's what happened next.
I have a little surprise.
Hey Olivia, it's me, Mr.Beast. Charlie told me all about your story and how you want to basically start a clothing brand. Also, that you're going through a rough time. I just want to let you know that I'm proud of you for beating cancer 6 times. I really want to help you with that clothing brand dream. I want to give you $10,000 to make starting that clothing brand easier. And I want you to take care.
Not only Mr.Beast gave her $10,000 to make her dream come true, but literally FaceTimed this girl in front of thousands of people. This girl got so emotional, she even started crying. And you gotta respect Mr.Beast for that. But the next heartbroken moment means everything for Mr.Beast himself.
So I wanted to give you a check to help you pay for it.
No.
Yeah. Then like.
No.
This story is 1,000 times darker than it seems, and you will never look at Mr.Beast the same way again after this. That video is called Proudest Day of My Life, and it's not only because Mr.Beast gave his mother some money. People notice that Mr.Beast never talks about his dad, and it has an absolutely disturbing reason behind it. Jimmy's father used to work in US military with his mom, and they had 2 kids together, Jimmy and CJ. But little do people know that Mr.Beast and his mom survived a domestic abuse many times and had to move from their dad to the opposite side of the country simply to save their lives.
I mean, you can buy what you want, but I figured it'd go good on your house. You wouldn't have to pay as much every month. Oh, should we get all emotional for the video?
Oh my god!
Yes, this is good YouTube. Yes, we need a thumbnail.
Mr.Beast doesn't like talking about it publicly, since this story is really tough, but his mom even wrote a book about this. So making his mom retire was one of the most important things in Mr.Beast's entire life, after we know everything she did for him. And I can't even imagine what Jimmy and his mother had to go through. But one Mr. Breast contestant couldn't hold his tears after losing almost $1 million.
And I had it all. It's $700,000. I don't know why I did this.
This guy's name is Mac, and his story is mind-blowing. When Mr.Beast invited him to survive some of the world's most dangerous traps, Matt immediately said yes. Jimmy was giving him $100,000 for every single trap he was successfully going through, but this honeycomb challenge became the hardest for him.
Wait, what just happened? Oh, no. Oh. I actually don't know what to say.
I'm such an idiot, dude. And I had it all. It's $700,000. I don't know why I did this.
Would it have hurt less if you just lost the first challenge?
So much less.
We're here. Come on.
This man was absolutely devastated after losing a life-changing amount of money. But this wasn't the end for Mac, because a few months later, Mr.Beast felt bad for him and invited him to his video once again. And this was the worst day for Mac in his life.
Oh my God. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Mac had to face his biggest fears for $800,000 in cash, including jumping from 300 feet height into darkness and surviving in a sinking car. And Mac was doing great until he had to face his biggest fear ever, and this was a fear of failure.
And if you do break a cookie, you lose $700,000. And for you specifically, it will have been the second time it's happened.
This is from my nightmares, man. I do not want to be here again.
Well, good, because I have an offer for you. You can quit right now and walk away with this 300 grand. Or risk it for the biscuit, and if you finish this final challenge, win $700,000.
Jimmy did Mac absolutely dirty, knowing he was shaking the last time he lost the money. But the worst thing was only about to happen.
Oh my gosh.
Mac told me in this video that there was nothing I could do to scare him. And after putting him through spiders, a sinking car, and more, I really did start to believe him.
Godspeed.
The only thing that ended up getting to Mac was the fear of his own failure.
Godspeed.
Mac failed once again. Everyone in the comments was begging Mr.Beast to invite Mac for the third time in his video. And over a year later, Mr.Beast came up to Mac with some of the wildest challenges in history of YouTube.
Oh, don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Bro, this is crazy. I know it might be hard, but look, my knee's over here. Keep going.
This is the most intense video Mr.Beast has ever done, and Mac finally won the money here. Mr.Beast subscribers made history, and Mac absolutely deserves it.
Good job, man.
I've never been so happy to lose $800,000. Congrats, man.
Mac later said that he had a legit nightmares about honeycomb challenge, and even Mr.Beast got very emotional in the end of this video. I can't even imagine how proud Mac's family was while seeing him winning. But in this emotional moment, Mr.Beast did something incredible for one of his fans.
How's it going?
Okay. Yeah, I've been subscribed to you for like 11 years.
Really? Oh my god.
When Mr.Beast cured 1,000 people's blindness and made them see for the first time ever, there was one guy whose story broke Mr.Beast's heart.
Jeremiah has been blind in his right eye since he was born, and it's affected his vision his entire life.
Are you excited to be able to see out of both?
Hopefully if the surgery goes that way.
Because Jeremiah was born with cataracts, his right eye never received light, and that means that this surgery only has a 50% chance of working.
I think we go ahead and get it underway, and then we'll just talk post-op.
There was only 50% chance of the operation to be successful, and what happened next changed Jeremiah's life forever.
Let's do this. How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Take your time. No pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah. To make this day even more special, since you're about to graduate high school and go to college, we wanted to give you $50,000 to put towards college.
I didn't even think this was real. Like I'm waiting to wake up. Oh my god.
This guy couldn't see out his right eye for his entire life, and in just a few hours, Mr.Beast cured his disease and gifted him a successful future. And I don't think a single YouTuber on this planet except Jimmy can do such an amazing things in his videos. But truly a heartbreaking thing is what happened to one of Mr.Beast's friends' family.
And I was like,
Chris Tyson used to be a close friends with Jimmy for 20 years, but in 2024, people found out that he loves kids, and Mr.Beast kicked him out of his team forever. But nobody talks about the saddest thing in this situation. Before Chris got caught, he already left his family and literally abandoned his son. And just look how happy he was a few years ago when his son appeared in Mr.Beast's video for the first time.
Chris just had a baby, as you see here. It's really adorable, good for him.
Chris was always posting pictures with his wife and son, until in 2023, he decided to leave his family forever. His son's Instagram account was permanently deleted, and now we only can see him on Chris's ex-wife Instagram account. Since then, Katie started raising their kid alone, and Chris never commented the situation. I hope Katie and Tucker are okay now, but Chris literally did everything to break their hearts, and they surely didn't deserve this. And one time, Mr. Bean almost started crying during the interview. When he was just a teenager, Jimmy went through the hardest thing in his life.
Basically, your intestines are inflamed, and because they're inflamed, you don't process food as well. So if I ate something, it would just go right through me, like literally within a day. And because it's so inflamed, it's like someone's just dragging like a knife across your stomach. So it's super painful.
This Crohn's disease turned out to be one of the worst things Mr. Beast has ever experienced, and it was only getting worse at this time.
Jimmy's diagnosis of Crohn's was earth-shattering. The weight loss, the loss of energy, all those facets of Crohn's attacked him really, really bad.
I went from like 180 pounds down to 139. I remember 139 because that was my lowest, which at 6'2" was like a frail little twig. I mean, I barely could get out of bed. I had no energy to do anything. I didn't even want to go to school.
This disease completely ruined Mr. Beast's future. He was planning to play professional baseball but had to stay home for months. And even though people don't usually die from this disease, the average life expectancy for people with Crohn's is 6 to 8 years shorter compared to the people without it. Jimmy was so heartbroken, he even recorded a bunch of videos on his channel talking about this disease and how it affects his life.
When you looked at me, all you would see is pimples. I'm skin and bones, and I have no energy.
And my whole life, I just never really socialized much. So it was like.
And when Mr. Beast almost died at 15 years old, he actually invented the craziest plan for his death. If Mr. Beast dies someday, he legit wants to make everyone think that he's still alive. His plan is wild, and I'm not even joking.
If I knew I was gonna die cancer or something, and I had like 3 months to live, I would vlog every day. I'd film so many videos, and then I would just schedule upload a video a week for like the next 5 years. So it's like I'm still alive, and I would completely act like I'm still alive and everything. And so it's just like I never died. I'm just there.
If this actually happens, it will officially be the greatest prank in internet history. So comment if you think Jimmy should really do that. But this guy's story made Mr. Beast tear up on camera.
Today's my daughter's birthday. It's just hitting home now that I'm not gonna be there.
This 40-year-old man started crying after spending over a week in a glass cube for Mr. Beast video, and he was really sad after knowing that he's gonna miss his daughter's birthday. So when Mr. Beast knew that, he came to this contestant with a little surprise.
What is this right here?
That's for my daughter.
Today's her birthday?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what comes through the curtains.
Oh, let's see.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna let you miss her birthday.
Is that your dad?
I couldn't ask for anything else. That was my everything right there.
This man's reaction was so emotional, Mr. Beast said he was sobbing when he was filming the video.
We had a guy who was in a cube for like 7 days. It was his daughter's birthday, and so we brought his daughter in. It hit hard, yeah.
Did you almost cut that?
No, bro, when I saw that the first time, I literally cried. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, in person, I was kind of crying, but when like I saw the first cut of the video, I literally, tears came down my cheeks. I was like, oh, I've never felt this way before watching one of our videos.
Not only this proves that Mr. Beast cares about his contestants, but this guy even won $500,000 later this video. So this man right here might be the dad of the year now. But the next Mr. Beast story is devastating. When Mr. Beast was only 16, he was lying to his mom every single day about going to college just to film some more YouTube videos. And this made Mr. Beast's mom kick him out of the house.
So then my mom made me go to a community college, and it was miserable. It was literally the worst time of my life. I hated it with the passion. So then I just stopped going to community college, and I would go to my friend's house and just work on videos. But I basically had like 6 months until my mom found out that I wasn't going and she was going to kick me out. That's when I went really hard, and I did that video and a bunch of other videos, and I had a month where I made 20 grand. I told my mom, I was like, hey, I'm moving out. Also, I have straight zeros. And she like almost had a heart attack because she didn't understand it. She just wanted what was best for me. And then I moved out.
But things got even worse when Mr. Beast lost all of his friends at the time, which made him depressed for weeks. And the story of these 4 Mr. Beast friends is actually sad.
So yeah, the story is when I had 10,000 subscribers, I met 4 other people with 10,000 subscribers, and we just talked every day for 1,000 days in a row. So we started talking every day, and we just nerd out and shit on each other. And we all started blowing up. We all hit 1 million subscribers like a year later. We were crushing it. And then the reason we fell off, which is what he just asked, is one of them, he started doing acid and he had a really bad trip and like thought the devil was like cutting his arm off and it was regrowing and it would never end. So, you know, it was bad. So, but he's good. He went to rehab. And then another one went back to high school, of all things. Another one left the group to go become a pro Fortnite player and it didn't work out. It was sad because we were all on this crazy growth trajectory and we were all like, went from making like $100 a month to like 100,000. And then I just kept going and they all just got bored and whatever, just found reasons to self-destruct.
And do you keep in touch with them? Do they ever hit you up like, hey, can you help me?
No, not really anymore.
Really?
One of them does, who's crushing. The other 3, I lost them.
Oh, that's wild.
Just imagine getting kicked out of the house and losing all your friends at the same time. Needless to say that Mr. Beast was more than heartbroken. And you never expect a sad moment from someone like Chandler. Mr. Bleach fans love him the most, and he never appeared in a single drama for his entire career, except for this story, when the entire internet thought Chandler died, and this situation went worse than everyone was expecting. In early 2022, people found out about BBC News article saying that Chandler Hallow was shot dead while filming a stunt for Mr.Beast video. Since Chandler was always the most loved Mr.Beast member, people started making TikToks and YouTube videos as a tribute to Chandler, and only a few days later, Chandler found out about this situation. He immediately posted a tweet saying, "Just found out I died," and made fun of BBC for making such a false article. Apparently, some friends or even family members called Chandler and told him the entire story. After this tweet has gone viral, the BBC journalist even had to say that this article is totally fake and he never wrote such a story. So we'll never know who made an original article. That fooled the entire world. Not only this situation made the whole internet worry about Chandler's life, but started a beef between Mr. Beast team and BBC. And we all know Mr. Mr.Beast spends tens of millions of dollars on his charity videos. Jimmy also owns the biggest philanthropy organization on the planet, which saved hundreds of wild animals, built a real city, and even made paralyzed dogs walk again.
From the moment that gate opens, those dogs just go tearing out of there, and you can see that they're free and they're happy and they're running down the road and they're just being what dogs are meant to be.
But the story of this little girl with brain cancer just shocked Jimmy. This 6-year-old girl's name is Eve, and she was fighting brain cancer, but she was also a huge fan of Mr.Beast. So when Jimmy knew about this story, he told everyone in his team about Eve. Everyone in the Mr.Beast office was heartbroken, and when nobody was expecting it, Mr.Beast showed up to the hospital and spent an entire day with her. He even subscribed to Eve's YouTube channel and gifted her some toys. This little girl will forever remember this day when her biggest dream came true.